Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada. We're out here in Henderson today in the Black Mountain Golf Country Club neighborhood. No HOA, single story ranch style home. And I don't want to say too much about this home, but it's one of the most unique, coolest homes I've ever toured on this channel. And I don't want to tell you why, but we're going to explore inside and you're going to see some things you've never seen before. And wow, there's so much to love about this home. Yes, it's been almost completely remodeled. And when I say almost, there are very specific choices on what they didn't remodel, but you can see this classic 1973 vintage style home here. And wow, I can't wait to show you inside. I'm Andrew Guiant with Simply Vegas. 2,808 square feet of living space in this single story home, double primary bathrooms, 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, listed for $975,000. That's only $347 a square foot. And yeah, remember, no HOA, so no HOA fees, no one telling you what to do. Let's go inside right now and tour this home. Follow me. All right, everyone, here we are. Another property tour today. Single story, ranch style home, custom, remodel, vintage, 236 East Country Club Drive, Henderson, Nevada, 89015. We're in the Black Mountain Golf and Country Club neighborhood. No HOA. You can see next door, just an empty lot. This lot size of the home we're touring, about 13,000 square feet. You see beautiful mountain views in the back, mountains off to the front here, and mountains off to this side as well. And for zero HOA, I mean, it really is a beautiful community filled with all different types of houses, shapes and sizes. I've recently sold 2 homes in this neighborhood. I really love it over here. Let's start walking around this particular home. You do have a flagpole here, mature landscape. I love this big lava rock. I mean, that's a massive rock just sitting there. I'm wondering how much it weighs because lava rock is pretty light. No one's playing mailbox baseball with your mailbox. Check this out, sturdy. And you get your own mailbox. No walking half a block and then trying to remember which number is yours. Get your own personal mailbox there. Grass front yard, of course, grandfathered in that 2007 law stating no more grass in front yards, but you have yours. And then this nice anchor in the front yard of this giant tree here. What I love about the tree, it's not blocking the front of the house. They've trimmed it nicely, nice canopy up top, but you can still see the whole front of the house. The brick on the front of the house as well. The stonework, just a great 70s feel. And wait till we get inside. There's such a blend of materials and styles. I really, really love it. You've never seen a home like this, I promise. And we're looking at one of the features I absolutely am in love with on this home. I'm not going to tell you right now. I'll tell you when we see it from the inside. Yeah, you have the lava rock incorporated with the front aesthetic of the home. And then, yeah, is this not vintage right here? The brick coming up to the front. You have a little bit of a newer walkway with the pavers. These big windows. The security door here. And then the front door. Something you've probably never seen before. 3 locks on this door, so an extra deadbolt. Let's head inside. So yeah, $975,000. That's only $347 a square foot. So we're going to get a blend of different aesthetics in this home. You can see the soft arch here, of course, being built in 73. We have the main living area, the family room, one of the primary bedrooms off to the left. We're going to focus on the right wing of the house first. And yeah, just under 3,000 square feet for a single story. Huge home here. So we do have coat closet, Nice and cool as soon as we walk in. Do have coat hangers here also, nice little touch. If you're selling your home, keep it nice and cool. People want to feel right when they walk in, especially when it's hot outside, that, don't look over here, that's a surprise. They want to feel that the AC is pumping and working. They don't want concerns, especially in Las Vegas, that you're going to have air conditioner issues. So keep it at like 72 for showings. Like, just keep it nice and cool. When you walk in, you feel it immediately. It makes you happy that the AC is pumping and feels good. I love this rustic tile. I feel like this tile's new with the renovation, but it's got a very old vintage kind of patina to it. The Kohler pedestal sink with the gold hardware. Perfect half bath here. I did miss a light. There we go. Kohler toilet with the gold handle. And then we have these soft gold door handles throughout the home, you'll see as well. So 4 bedrooms, 4 baths. So down here, we're going to have 3 of the bedrooms, including one of those primaries. You can see all new recessed LED lighting in the ceiling. A somewhat modern baseboard, not the modern straight edge, but definitely not too curly or decorative there. No carpet in the home, to my knowledge. And bedroom 1, massive bedroom here. 15 by 13. You can see the soft gray on the walls. Love this big horizontal window here. Cordless blinds, of course. And then they've done this soft green accent walls here. Custom closet. You have the gold pulls there. Again, you don't see pulls like this very often. But all custom, huge closet here. Your inspector is going to point out closet guides. These are closet guides. So basically those just go on the floor, and it comes up in every inspection if it doesn't have them. And the reason being is that the doors move like this. Now we have the guides here, screw them into the floor, you're good to go. But what the safety issue is to get these doors off of the tracks and to remove them, you need to pull them out and push them up. So the fear is that a child is pushing on the door or can move the door and potentially have the door fall on them and hurt them. So that's why that always comes up, and the closet guides are here ready to go for you. Over into bedroom number 2, another very large bedroom here. Couple big windows, a lot of natural light in this home, even though you kind of have that overhang and that low profile curb appeal on the front. Another custom closet. Really nice LVP flooring as well. Cordless blinds. They have installed the plug up high so you can have that nice floating TV. I kind of like the baseboards. It's just a little softer feel than those straight edge, hard edge baseboards. So it's kind of a nice change for once, because everybody tends to do the same things. This house definitely different. I mean, from the baseboards to the handles on the closet and a bunch more things I'm going to show you. These door handles a little different as well. Now the hinges don't match. I don't think it's a huge deal. Those are going to be brushed nickel versus this soft gold. That does look really nice. Bedroom 2 there. And then here we're going to have the full bath. This is the bathroom shared for these 2 bedrooms on the right, because this first primary is going to have its own bathroom, obviously. But there's that patina look flooring, which I think looks great in here because it does look weathered and old, with the brand new style of the quartz countertop with the gold and the silver veining, the shaker style cabinets, and then that soft bronze color on the handles matches with the floor. And then you have the gold hardware, mirrors, everything else in gold. They kind of put this cabinet in the middle here. Separates the space, gives you some room for more storage. You have the drawers, all dovetail soft close. And brand name cabinetry there. Yeah, I love what they've done with this place. Kohler toilets. And then beautiful shower here. All the different textures, colors, tiles. I think it all works so well together. Then you have the barn door style glass. Super smooth slide. And then that bamboo look tile as well. Nice touch. About a 3-inch step into that shower. So this is a 3/4 bath. But the way they blended all these different metals and textures and colors and tiles and countertops, just brilliant, because it really just has this cohesive look, even though there's so many different little elements of it. And that's going to bring us around to this primary bedroom number 1. So we're going to see this more throughout the home. I love the low windows, how they go almost to the floor. That's just about 3 inches off the floor. And we're going to see that in some places elsewhere in the house. It's just remarkable. You do have the double doors going out to the covered patio, which we'll see in a little bit. Very large first primary here. Plenty of room for a king-size bed and furniture. You're also going to have a walk-in closet. Great layout, great space. Dual primary, amazing. They've customized all of the closets. Home really is turnkey. We have that gourmet chef's kitchen with high-end appliances. I can't wait to show you a little bit later. I believe you could put a pool in this backyard. We're going to see how big it is. There is a fire pit currently. You have your TV hookup there on the wall. Great design. And then this door leads into the bathroom here. So third bathroom we're going to see. And again, just great use of space, textures, and colors. I'm going to keep saying how much I love this tile. You have this bamboo wall here as kind of an accent wall over this freestanding tub. The staging is brilliant here, just kind of showing you where things should go. I mean, I might even try to write into the deal at almost $1 million. Let's leave that and let's leave this. We'll write it in there, make it happen. Then kind of the same setup we saw in the other bathroom with the dual sinks with the cabinet in the middle, same mirrors, same faucets. Guess if it works, go with it, right? Probably another Kohler toilet. Yep. Another showing tip. If you're showing your home, close the toilet lids. No one wants to see inside of your toilet. It's just a general rule. Just close them all. I don't care how clean it is. I don't care. Just close them. Another barn style door here with the slide open. Make sure it's nice and smooth, and it definitely is. And again, just mix of textures. We have the rainfall shower head. We have the wand. We have the bamboo look all the way around. And yeah, I don't know how they get all this to work so well. On paper, I feel like it's just too much or too many different textures and patterns, but it really just blends. What do you think? So that's primary bedroom number 1. And we have a lot to explore still. I'm Andrew Guiant, your local licensed realtor, owner of the Guiant Luxury Group of Simply Vegas. Love to talk to you about your upcoming home purchase, your upcoming move, and see how I can best help. More of these low windows. Like, just look how amazing that looks. Like, you can see the ground right out there. I don't know. It gives me that 70s feel that I just love. I think it looks so good. And then you have the oversized slider in the middle there. And this is going to be your family room, entertainment room. I would assume the front room is going to be the living room. We'll be over there in a moment. but they've left little pieces of the 70s design, like this metal frame right here, the low windows, the brick on the fireplace. Like, I just love this blend of brand new, modern, remodel, and then just leaving these little aspects that give you that vintage 70s feel. It's like the best of both worlds. You have the mantle that looks like somewhere in between, kind of modern, kind of classic. And then newer gas fireplaces, but they kind of have the vibe. I mean, it's just such a vibe in this house. That's a great word for it. You got a little closet back here. That's where your smart panel is going to go. And again, smart panel on a 70s house. Like, come on, just, you're getting the best of both worlds. And if you like vintage, but you want turnkey remodeled, I mean, this really could be the one for you. So yeah, we're going to have the kitchen, another dining room, the living room, or maybe a multi-purpose room. You tell me. On this side of the home, we're going to check out the dining room and then the second primary, and then we'll head over to this other side of the home. So this is your formal dining. Again, massive window there. They do have blinds on it, which is pretty cool. Real low profile, so when they're up, you can barely see them. But just that window sitting almost on the ground, I just love it. Modern light here, huge dining area. You could fit a table for 10, at least 8 there. And then you look out and you just feel 70s with all of this metalwork. I hope you all are enjoying this as much as I am. I mean, I'm just really, really loving this. And then, of course, you're going to get a brand new thermostat, you know, or a newer thermostat with Wi-Fi. I don't know if that's like the newest of the new, but it's definitely not 70s. Although 70s thermostat would be kind of cool. And then out into this bedroom here, the second primary. Again, these windows just lining the back wall, almost sitting on the ground. There are blinds on all of them, and a good sized bedroom here. Getting a little glimpse of out back. I don't know what that is over there. We're going to find out later. So main primary would be that front one. This would be more like a junior suite, I guess. Could call it double primary. Then you have the big closet here. And then check this out. Maybe a little wet bar. Not a wet bar, there's no water. Maybe a bar here, or just more storage, but they did do the quartz countertop. You have your TV mount up there. And I hope the hooks for the TV mount are somewhere around here. Because if you're going to sell your house, you need to leave the TV mounts. They're attached to the wall, so technically it's part of the house. However, don't just leave this. Make sure you have the hooks there too, because this is pretty much worthless without the hooks. And I don't know about you, I'm not putting a $2,000 TV with hooks that weren't made for this particular piece of metal up there. So for me, if those aren't there, I'm pulling that off and I'm having to install my own anyway. So if you don't have those little hooks that attach to the TV that hang it, that to me looks like a project, and I'd rather just either have it not there or have it all there. Little things you might not think about. That's why I'm here. You have so much on your mind when you're moving. You're thinking about, you know, maybe you're switching your jobs, you're selling your house, you're moving, you're packing, you're still working, you're dealing with all this stuff, you're dealing with life. I'm here as your second set of eyes and ears, your second brain to go, hey, what about this? Hey, that's going to be a project. Hey, that's going to be a problem. Same bathroom setup as far as the textures, tiles, fixtures. But yeah, you want the extra help. That's what I'm here for. I mean, I'm here to point out things. I'm here to inform. I'm here to guide. I'm here to let you know like what I see. So I do this all the time. You maybe move and buy a house once every 7 years on average. I do this multiple times a month. So in here we just have the single sink, quartz countertop, all basically the same setup, just A little bit smaller scale and don't have the dual sink, big frosted window. And then this door is actually going to go right out back. So you have a service door. So when you do get that pool installed, easy access to a restroom from the pool. So that's going to be bedroom number 4 here. And again, all the bedrooms have the ceiling recessed lights as well as the ceiling fans. $975. The taxes on this property, $2,349 a year estimated. So $1 million property, paying $2,000 a year in taxes. Something else I love about this home. So we're going to have another wall here of the bamboo with the newer fireplace installed, gas fireplace. And then this is just kind of a sitting room, a bar, a lounge, living room, whatever you want to call it. But I love that they kept this rock wall here. So vintage, and then it has those floor windows on either side. I mean, I love this room. So cool, and you're just getting the best of both worlds. I mean, does this just not take you back to the 70s, seeing a wall like this in a home? And a big room here. And then through this little opening, we have like kind of a designated dining room, I would imagine. And more of those windows. Oh, I just love these front-facing windows. I mean, just looking out at the street from here, gorgeous. And then you have the accent wall in the green, which I love. And just a really nice formal dining. But you also have that dining room in the back. So again, so many options here. Maybe this is your office. This might be my office. With the natural light, I can look outside. I can get my work done. I mean, might be a great office. You also have this little pass-through at the kitchen as well. Speaking of the kitchen, we'll start heading that way. So we have this quartz countertop, beautiful veining, same ones we saw in the bathrooms. Then you do have some bar stool seating here. And then I can tell you from right here, we have Café appliances. They look like GE monogram, but then you see that little copper piece. That's going to be Café. So high end, it's the step up from GE monogram. So you can see Café there. So they spent a lot of money on these appliances. They're very expensive. Look them up. And it's great that they're included. I mean, look at this refrigerator. You have the copper trim inside. I mean, this is a high-end refrigerator. Look at that back wall with the design and the back lighting. Oh, the blinds are closing automatically. Look at this. I think they're on a timer. Either that or someone's here messing with me. All the blinds are mechanical, and I'm glad that just decided to happen while we were here, because now you can see the action. I'd forgotten she told me the blinds were mechanical, or I mean electronic, and there's a remote in the drawer for them. Anyways, there you go. That's the blind show. Back to the fridge. Autofill water here. Look at that. Get your water. Then you have the couple of drawers. I mean, this is a very high-end refrigerator. Love it. Spared no expense. And then around through this kitchen. The glass tile backsplash with the gold accents. The gold hardware. Café dishwasher. Again, very high end. If you don't have one of these or you've never had one for silverware, amazing. You have the porcelain white sink, and I love that it's dual basin, but this is low, so you can still wash very large things in here without having to worry about it. I like the classic look of the RO system and the faucet, and then you have the gold drains as well. Again, they just little details. Oh, we have a corner cabinet. Let's see how they handled that. Lazy Susans. As I would expect in a home like this, but you always want to check, because if it's just cabinets in there, you have a lot of space that you can't get to. 6-burner 36-inch Café professional gas stove and oven. This is a gourmet chef's kitchen. We have the overhead hood here as well, in stainless. And then we have, look at these pulls. Very cool. And then the Café, so you have double oven here, and then you have the microwave up top. Wonderful. So everything you want in here. Easy access over to that dining room, or you have the other dining room, or is it an office? I don't know. Is that an office? Is that a dining room? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And then we come back here and we have this pantry area. So you have all the storage underneath. You have shelving up top, storage up top. So all your pantry needs here. And then more of that quartz countertop, that beautiful backsplash. We turn around and we have the laundry closet here. So washer dryer hookup. You have the gas line for the dryer. Also, the dryer is in the dryer vent box, meaning it's in the wall, meaning you can push your dryer flush with the wall. Great addition. Traditionally, the vent of the dryer sticks out a couple inches. You can only push the dryer back so far. That eliminates that. I'm glad that they added it. Little shelf for folding, and then we have place to hang your clothes as well. Just lovely. And then you can close it up, out of sight, out of mind. Oh, there we go. Gotta close them in order. Okay. Closet doors closed. Laundry room gone. And then out into this garage. 2-car garage. They've painted the concrete. Kind of got an Eddie Bauer type feel to it. You have this like tan color with this dark greenish blue, and a good sized 2-car. Nothing in here impeding your parking. You do have an extra wide service door going outside. Water softener, tankless water heater. That's a huge upgrade. Overhead storage. Good looking garage. And they've painted up the curb all the way around, so you can just mop this out if you want. Looks to be a newer garage door, lift master, Wi-Fi garage door opener. I like it. Attic access up top. All right. Head back in. So I think we've seen it all except for the backyard, and that's where we're headed now. One last look at this floor plan. Very cool, vintage, yet modern. High-end home here in Black Mountain Golf and Country Club. Just so many different spaces. Absolutely a pool-sized yard. You can just imagine a pool out here. So interesting note about these homes here. So these homes used to be on the golf course. So it was Black Mountain Golf Course. This was literally right on the fairway here. And you'll notice, no longer a golf course, we have homes here. And this is actually the Lennar community of Black Mountain Founders Estate. They're semi-custom, very large, single story for the most part, with some 2-story homes, RV parking. The golf course closed. Lennar bought the golf course and built homes all through the golf course. So much to the dismay of these people who had these homes in the 70s with beautiful golf course views, now they had construction right behind them. I do like this one in particular because they're on a lower level and single story behind you. So you still have that open sky. Yeah, it's not a golf course view, but hey, things change. And you still have this large aluminum patio. I love all this ironwork all the way around. You still have the brick aesthetic across the back. And then there's actually about a 15 or 20 foot wide path between the two houses or the two communities. So you have this little closed off area in here. I mean, just so much vintage out here. And yeah, absolutely pool-sized lot. We're going to find out what that little green shed is there in a moment. Natural grass backyard. You have this one big tree here. Like what they've done with this area with the two hanging stools, and then you have the fire pit there. Just a super cool house and kind of maintaining that vintage vibe with the modern amenities, right? So yeah, your fire pit out here. I'll show you what's going on over this wall here, because yeah, there's about a 20 foot wide, maybe wider, but it's just a path between the two neighborhoods. So those are all those new Lennar homes. I believe that community is just about done building. There might be a few left in there. You still have this open sky, big backyard. And I want to know what the heck this is over here. It must be just like a little gardening area. What do you guys think this is for? Kind of wild, right? Very interesting. Yeah, maybe that's like your, I mean, if it's a garden though, you're not getting a lot of natural sunlight. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. What is this for? And that's it for this tour. Thank you so much. I'm Andrew Guiant with Simply Vegas, owner of the Guiant Luxury Group. Luxury at every level. Give me a call. Let's talk about your next move. $975,000, 236 East Country Club Drive, Henderson, Nevada 89015. The MLS number 278-5455. 2,808 square feet, 4-bedroom, 4-bath. Kind of that dual primary situation. The AC units look to be in great shape, maybe newer, something you want to find out. But yeah, give me a call. My phone number is down there. I would love to talk about your next move, and I will see you on the next property tour. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day or my next video. Thanks.